Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome. Oh, we haven't started yet. There we are. There we are. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to our Bevies and Banter live stream here at 6 o'clock Pacific time. It is now 6:01, just past that on the clock. And the objective of today is to jump into the chat and see how things are going. As of right now, I'm just looking in the chat for our New Horizons campaign, and very little is going on. So it's perhaps obviously 6 o'clock on a Saturday isn't the best time to necessarily do this. But I'm going to be here for the next hour, chilling out and hanging out here on the Discord channel. And I guess I'll play a game or two or work away on this or that. And you guys can join me as the case may be. Let me add in a couple things here. So I'll switch over to this screen. So you can see here I have our, let's just go into the general town hall. Boom, boom. So you can see there I got a bunch of stuff on the side. Those are all the different channels. You can see here is the New Worlds server. I'm currently in the general chat for our event Horizons and just hanging out, seeing how things are going. As you can see, not much going on here, just me, myself, and I with an interesting pink background. And we will go as we go. With that said, I'm trying to think of how to be able to bring in the audio from my computer into this. Let me just see what I can pull up here. I've got those. Oh, maybe I can add an input. Audio input. Audio device. I've got the line zoom. Puttering away. That's the ultra line. L12 audio. Can bring in. I've got different audio buses. Voice mod. See here. Hello. Ooh, it's echoey. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. No. General audio settings. There's a way to mute it in your headphones. Channel mixer? No. Master headphones. 11 to 12. 11 to 12. 9 to 10. Boom. There we go. There we go. Master headphones. Okay. Pre and post. Hey, ladies and gentlemen. Tony is here. What's up, Petty? There we go. Petty, are you listening to me on the other end?
Yes, I am.
I can hear myself in the background.
Yeah, trying to figure out which speakers I'm gonna listen to you on, through my phone or through my computer.
Ah, okay, there you go.
Because I got you on Discord with my laptop, and I got you on YouTube on my phone.
Fair. So the question is, on your phone, if you've got the phone on YouTube, can you hear yourself on that?
No.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think. How do I? Let me see. Audio channels 9 and 11, 9 and 10, 9 and 10, 9 and 10. Mute and headphones. Boom. Okay. Now, this.
Yeah. Trying to think, how do I
Layers.
channel
Audio.
all
Boom. Okay. So I think. Go ahead and say something, Petty.
All right. How about now?
Yes, I've got you showing up, at least in my vMix. I have you showing through. So hopefully that's
Okay.
working. You can let
Okay.
me.
It's just for YouTube, you're extremely delayed by like several seconds.
Versus Discord, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
That's just the latency, the light traveling along the the fiber network to wherever it is in YouTube that they're processing this, and then they send it back out, like that lag time. That's what that is.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
So I will play some. So I have, for those of you watching on YouTube, I have Epidemic Sound, which is my royalty-free music subscription. So I'll just play a little bit of music in the background here. That's a little loud. Stand by. There we go. Play a little music in the background. Time for the Bevies to make an appearance. All right, Tony. Talk to me about what's going on.
I just went through my turn 42 and checking out if the big bad Thullies decided they wanted to mess with the supremacy, and I guess they decided that it was a bad idea.
So tell me. So remind for those of for everyone who's watching. Let me just activate my camera. So there we are. A little bit of delay. Actually, I can probably hide my. Hold on. I'm gonna just. Where's my desktop capture? Boop. Nope, that's not the one I want. I want to get rid of that. There we go. Okay, so everyone can see my face, and Smitty has joined us on the live stream. Booyah! So,
Hello.
Right. So, Tony, you were saying, what faction are you in the game for those who are following at home?
In Splintered Will, I am playing the big bad Gorn Empire.
The Gorn. Okay. Good. And are you choosing? You're choosing to fight with the Tholians, are you?
Correct. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I am taking some resources from them.
What's your current strategy with the? Let me put on these glasses so I can see what I'm doing. What's your current strategy with the Ramis?
I'm getting ready to attack them also.
So there is no safe harbor for you. You're going to go after everybody, are you?
Yeah. We're the supremacy. We reign supreme.
Of course. Fair enough. I agree. I concur. I think that's the way to go. Kill everybody. So, Smitty,
well, at least if not kill them, at least subdue them.
Sure, Smitty. Just so you know, I'm sharing the video, like the screen that we're all looking at right now. I'm sharing that on the live stream. So, if you don't want everybody to see the inside of your house, then it's up to you. I got no qualms about it one way or the other. I can see the soy sauce in the background. What looks like the big gulp, whatever that is. Ho! Jim has arrived.
The Kikomads is penultimate.
All right. So for those of you,
product
not live
placement,
on
Tony,
YouTube
so
yet.
maybe you get some endorsement deals.
Sonic?
and Kiko-
Yeah.
Sonic and Kiko Mans.
I don't know about endorsement deals, but yeah. Okay. Cool.
No, I mean,
Oh, yeah, okay.
I'm an old fat geeky guy.
There's your better half in the background.
Yes, that's mi esposa.
She's like, "Don't look at me. Don't talk to me."
That's not what she said. She knew I was setting her up for something.
Yeah. What are you setting me up for, dear?
27 years in the marital penitentiary system.
Oh my
What are
god.
you
Terrible.
for, dear?
Terrible. All right. Well, in an effort to not embarrass your wife on YouTube, not that there's like a gazillion people watching, but let's go and play a little poker because I know that Jim likes to give me all his money. You're about to engage in an age-restricted activity, it says. That is correct. However, for all those watching, we don't play with real money. It's only fake money. That's why Jim goes all in all the time. Hey, Daniel is the king, apparently. What's this? Season winner. New season ends December 31st. So somehow Daniel is our poker winner. That's interesting. There we go. I've joined the table. For all of those who wish to join, Jim has joined. So, do you have any particular strategies when it comes to dealing with the Romulans there, Petty?
No, the strategy is just just keep gobbling up hex or two at a time until there's none left to take.
So, do you target specific assets, or are you just kind of like snowballing your way through their territory?
Yeah, it's going to be just basically a the breakthrough strategy of finding their strongest point and smashing that, and then just spreading out like a virus.
Spreading out like a virus.
Oh.
Jim, what are you doing?
Doing what I normally do.
Oh my god.
Shenanigans!
Whatever, I'll just call it just for S&Gs.
SNG, shenanigans.
Ow! God, I just got
Oh,
smacked.
you had an ace, you bastard. King.
Yeah,
Full
that's it.
house. Look at that, but not for me. I was one card away from a flush. Oh well.
Busted flush.
That's what happens when you don't have any money, any real money on the table.
Yep.
So, Petty, this is your first time playing in the game.
Yep.
How would you describe it so far for anybody who hasn't played this game before?
Well, in my wheelhouse, I believe that a 4X game is one of the best games ever made. And my, deep dive into it is, I was a little, worried about if it was going to be overcomplicated, overdrawn, but nope, I pulled right into the game and I felt that I launched out with quite vigor when it came to my empire.
And do you think that the Federation Empire rules are overly complicated or challenging?
They are just a matter of just like a fine wine. You need to, pull them in a little at a time. Take a sip here, take a sip there. Don't try to just drink from the bottle.
Okay. A sip here and a sip there. And, I would imagine there's a lot of folks out there that when they play 4X style games, they may not be into the turn-based version or Star Trek themed or anything like that. So is there any particular game that's out there that you would say that this game is similar to, or like any comparisons out there?
I would compare this game to Masters of Orion.
Okay. And would you say it's as sort of as fun?
Yes, if you like the live play of, the turn base with a community that goes along with it, I
Mhm.
would highly recommend this community. I mean, myself, I'm like, I wish I could have joined sooner.
Mm. So what is do you feel that the timeline around this game, like waiting every week for the turn, is that too much?
Nope, that is perfectly fine.
Okay. And playing over email and like all the technical challenges we have with the game, knowing that it's not like a straight up game that you just download, start running on your computer, and away you go. With the combination of doing it on Google Sheets and using Vassal as a platform for the map, how do you find that?
I find the technicality of the game to be just about right. Plenty of technicality with plenty of playability. It's just a real nice sweet spot.
Okay. So anybody can play. Do you have to be a Star Trek fan, do you think, to be able to get into this game?
Absolutely not. The Star Trek to me is just the flavor of the game, not the game itself.
Here we go. I feel like I should add a bot. Make it more challenging. Really?
Be back in a second, guys.
Yeah, I find I always wondered about this game, like what the appeal would be for the general public and so on, like whether people would really like this game or not, and whether there's sort of like a market for it on YouTube, like people watching our show. It's funny, our current subscriber, let me see, if I check as of right now using my phone app to check our current rating. So currently we got our live stream going right now, and the current number of subscribers is, anytime you're ready there. Oh, look at that. We are at 358 subscribers. There was like a moment there where we jumped up to 359 in the past couple days, but for some reason, whoever it was who did that disappeared. But yeah, no, I mean, I've always wondered about the audience on YouTube for this kind of content or like this kind of game, because for those of you who are watching this now and never like knew what was happening, the whole reason why we started this game was, or did the YouTube channel anyway, was to be able to grow the community. And yeah, like, I mean, finding people who know about and want to play this game is, if you're not doing it on the internet, is challenging, to say the least.
Yes, I found the game you playing through, regular Starfleet battles, and then, and then I found the game and started watching the live stream and just was hooked, out of the gate. As soon as I found the live stream and started watching it, I was like, okay, this is something that I'm very interested.
Queen 9. Ah. Curses.
Ouch.
Nicely done, though.
Thank you. It was a long wait for the next game to start so I could join in and play it myself. But it was well worth it when I jumped in.
Well, it certainly seems like you are succeeding at an accelerated rate in Splintered Will, because the Gorn are one of the more successful factions in the game, and it's so interesting. And we've talked about this, like I've talked about it with a number of folks, GM wise. As a player, I brought in a lot of my shall we say, bad habits from earlier games, in the sense of I was indoctrinated or trained to play a certain way. And interesting. And so with that sort of learned behavior, I brought that into the game that we're currently playing. And oh wow. And it wasn't a success. At least up to this point, hasn't been an overly successful strategy. So it's interesting to see someone like you, who doesn't have any of those hang-ups and just rolls in, fresh off the boat and is killing it. It's awesome to see.
Well, I have had a lot of advice. I ask a lot of questions, and
All in? God.
And
damn.
I had a very good mentor / tutor that helped me to help myself in the game.
That wouldn't be Jim, would it?
No, never. It would be Obi Jim Kenobi.
But it's gratifying to see somebody doing better than an old vet like me. So.
Well, I really, it's funny. I really do enjoy the game. It's good to see the fact that it's fun for others as well, and that I'm not on an island all by myself with what I enjoy.
No, I think you're right about that, Tony. I think there are a lot of people out there, relatively speaking, who can't make it to cons. And this game is maybe not popular at their game store. So doing it like this, 4X on Vassal, is huge. If people can find it, it gives them a chance to play non-standard F&E. None of the history from the canon of SFB, but all the fun of the different races.
For sure.
So you're not stuck with the, oh man, as the Hydrants, I only get to do this when I get to this after I meet these guys. No, that's all gone. He who gets to tech the firstest with the mostest is the one that's going to do better, and then all he's got to do or she's got to do is build the ships and then go out and conquer / use the universe to their advantage.
Oh my God, that is a full house. That's crazy.
But it's the truth. I mean, there's a lot of nuance to everything in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Jim will attest to that. You can attest to that. YC, you can't be petty, can probably attest to it to some degree now that he's starting to get into the game and seeing the difference between having the rules and reading the rules and then actually playing somebody with those rules.
Mm-hmm.
Albeit some of our rules are modified to a certain degree, but it's a completely different, way to just see how everything falls out once you've got other people on the other side doing intelligent, movements and being sneaky. And, I think ABC, but Tony thinks AXYE, and Jim just thinks, blah.
Really?
Has us all confused. And of course, YCBP going with the Gorn. Gorn Bros.
Gorn Bros.
Absolutely.
Well, the Gorn are a pretty interesting faction to play, and it'll be very, especially in Splintered Will, as a campaign, it'll be really interesting to see how, Robin's intent to be able to have us all get to the point where we're encountering each other in late M, early GW. If that is how it boils down, it'll be really interesting to see how that plays out. It's just going to be really neat to see that more advanced long term of the game.
Well, and that is a true statement. it will be very interesting to see how the different groups interact. It it was when you look at New Worlds and how New Worlds played out, almost all of us were new to 4X and playing F&E and Vassal. Derek and you and a couple of the other guys had played before, but for the most part, almost all of us were new.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we may have fiddled around a little bit with F&E, but it was nothing like what we jumped into
Yeah, no,
with
totally.
me. And so you sort of saw that reflected in the politics, the geopolitical maneuverings in the backfield, and why didn't these guys attack that guy? Well, there was an ulterior motive. Why did this guy sort of stall for a while? And so on. Playing the Gorns, you have to be willing to do the political game to a certain degree until you get strong enough to lay the smack down with the proverbial lizard tail.
Well, how do you, so expanding on that a little bit, how do you find the role playing in the sense of, everyone can play a war game in that, you control stuff, you fight stuff, whatever. How do you find the role play component in what we do? Because certainly there are some who do it more than others, but how do you find it?
In the games that I'm playing with you guys, Daniel, Terry, New Worlds, the role playing has been just fun. Reading the fan fiction, or not the fan fiction, but the fiction that everybody generates for their different groups is, if I could figure out how to do it so that if somebody wanted to, they could just get that and read it as like a little notebook or something like that, I'd be willing to help do that. But just reading through those things and seeing how they set everything up and they reflect, being able to go and look at the live shows that you've done and see how the narrative reflects in the game where everything has happened is just, that's fun. It's not role playing in the traditional sense, where I'm sitting across the table from you, rolling a d20, trying to make my skill check. But it's still role playing, whether it's the GM or whether it's with another player character. Sorry, didn't mean to step on you. Go ahead.
Yeah, no. What about when you find the players are sort of playing a character in their faction, so to speak? Like you might have played against a player in the last game who was sort of warmongering and backstabbery. I don't know who that might have been, but you might have played against someone who was like that.
Well, two things to remember. First of all, it's a game. Games end with some kind of a winning group, a winner or a winning group, and you're not always going to win. Hold on, let me finish.
No, he's laughing because we both had 3 6s, but he had a 3-6 with a high card king, and I was using the queen off the flop.
But the other piece of that is that you can't hold that against somebody in the next game.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Because it's not personal. This is for fun. If you're not having fun, if this is something that you're doing to alleviate, I must crush, killing, conquer all my foes. Dude, go join the military. Go take that energy. Go join the military.
He says as a military vet. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you'll get that out of your system after your first tour of anywhere. Yeah, after that you become a cream puff and you just, I don't want to conquer anybody, right? Well, maybe the blonde over there behind the bar, but she's really hot.
Terrible.
Yes. Before I was married before I was incarcerated in the marital penitentiary system, I was a single soldier for 10 years. I did my part. Yes, I did.
And you did it well.
But no, the role playing is a good 60% of it. The other part that's huge for me is like when we did the after action for New Worlds, and then we were sitting down trying to figure out what we were going to use and create new for New Horizons,
Mm-hmm.
or the Event Horizons series of games. That was huge for me. I enjoyed that.
Okay.
Listening to everybody talk, because there were like about 10 of us or 12 of us on initially going, well, I think this, I think that, I don't like that, and here's the reason why. That all that stuff going in there, and then eventually somebody goes, okay, I think we've got this one. Let's go to the next one. And watching how that developed into the games that we're playing today is cool. I mean, it's cool. For somebody who plays role-playing games, being a part of that is cool.
Mm.
I mean, it's like doing world building AD&D, or generating the new universe for Cyberpunk or Shadowrun or any kind of a White Wolf campaign. It's the same kind of thing, but you're doing it for your games that you're getting ready to play.
What about so one of the things for those who have ever watched have ever watched one of our live streams and stuff, we talk about how the show is inspired by, let me bring back my camera. Here we go. The show is inspired, or we have a rule set inspired by Federation Empire as published by the Amarillo Design Bureau. And, we've reached out. I know, Smitty, you've made a comment or two to the Amarillo Design Bureau. Reached out to them in an attempt to try and do something together, or, encourage, perpetuate, promote the game in some way. Because at the end of the day, we played this game. The game is Federation Empire anyway, is published by ADB, and we want to see them succeed, but it's radio silent from them as far as any feedback, any contact, anything. So I don't know, how do. It would be really cool to have somebody like ADB work with us to create a more 4X friendly version, or open campaign friendly version of this game for public consumption. But it just doesn't seem like that's and I know there's all sorts of IP issues around Star Trek, and specifically the Starfleet universe, which is its own sort of bog of ridiculousness. But I don't know. I would love just to be able to work with them in some way, shape, or form to be able to get something going. You know what I mean? To move forward.
I think the reason why, having talked with a couple of those guys there, that they don't reach out is, one, they're older than us. I'm the oldest one of us, our group, that's playing in the games right now, or at least so far that we've been able to figure out.
Okay.
No, there's a guy who's 64 somewhere. I can't remember
Okay,
which one.
so he's the oldest, but the guys at ADB, most of them are late 60s, 70s. They spend a lot of their energy towards getting new product out. And I also think it's a question of, or it might be something along the lines of, I might not agree with it, so if I don't see it, I'm not going to complain about something, because in overall sense, they're doing a good thing with what we've developed. But if they look at it and they interact with it, then they sort of have to step in more whole-handedly or heavy-handedly.
So you think that by giving, like, by not interacting with us at all, that's sort of like a good sign in the sense of like,
Yeah, I do.
interesting.
You know, take a look at what you were talking about, like with Axonar and that kind of stuff. How the television and movie studios came in and really smacked him down.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if we did something that besmirched some way the product, I'm willing to bet we would get smacked down.
Oh, for sure. But like, let's say, for example, something little, right? Like, if you're playing this game with us, you have access to a discount code to buy their PDFs. Or maybe if you're playing with us, you get unique access, and maybe we're like a trial community for it. You get unique access to an amalgamized version of the rules, like the War Book, right? The War Book is this hypothetical document. I mean, it's existed in different iterations, but like there are versions of the quote unquote War Book, which is a rule set of all the different sort of varied rules amalgamized into one PDF document. And so what would it take, instead of having all the disparate copies of the rules, like all the expansions and stuff, but have it amalgamated in one single PDF? That's a simple thing, right? Like, that is just so easy. Why can't we, and they must have a copy of that, why can't we get like a special link discount code to a paid copy of that document? That would be amazing, because then we have the easy access to it. We know it's there. We can reference it when required. Like, I don't know. I just feel like that is a great way. That's a little thing, like really small amount of work and or lift required to make that happen. And yet,
I think that to a point then that because the game is so, I hesitate to use the word niche, but because there's.
Are you saying that's because we're more niche than niche?
Yeah.
We're more niche, i.e., we're like going extinct as a game.
Pretty much, yeah. And so they have to do the business side of it, where it sounds bad, but they can't absorb something like, say, Games Workshop or Wizards of the Coast could.
Yeah.
All right, and no one ever wants to hear that about something that they enjoy.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But I mean, let's face it, SFB, F&E, it takes a bit to learn. Mm-hmm. It takes, you're gonna get stomped on with big stompy boots the first couple of times you go out, and after that, then you're gonna be doing some stomping with big stompy boots, and their group of people that are buying products is getting older, and so like they are just trying to preserve the brand. They're hesitant about giving something away like that for free, I think.
Well, they don't even have to give it away for free. We'll pay for it. Just make the product available. Like, make a commercial copy of the War Book available, as opposed to something that, like, for example, the only copy of the War Book that I have or I'm aware of is out of date. So, like, with the current expansions that are in play right now, I'm not aware of a current copy of the War Book that is up to date. Now, I use the War Book as a quick reference guide to be able to find rules that I'm looking for, and then I go find them in the supplements. But like, just finding it in the first place, because the reference is so big, that's the challenge, right? And I don't want to go digging through supplement after supplement after supplement trying to find the exact number that I'm looking for, or keyword search for a specific rule. I want it all in one document, one single master reference. And it's funny because all those guys are ex-military guys. And for those of us who are ex-military guys, and we've gone through different manuals and military references. That's the whole point. It's all about having the most current version of the reference, and you can go to the right, whether it's the table of contents or the annex or whatever it is, and you can find exactly what you're looking for, flip to it, and away you go. And they're all like that. They break down the number system inside their manuals, just like NATO standard instruction manuals when it comes to military stuff. Like in the Canadian military, their format is like almost exactly what we use, at least in the Navy. So, I mean, yeah, I just wish they would make that available. That's all. That's all. I can tell already, based on the heated nature of my commentary, that the bubbly beverage in my rather bespoke glass is getting to me, which is good. Loosen up.
So how comes you're actually doing so badly in all 3 campaigns that you're playing in when it comes to exploration and stuff?
Because I'm just a bad player to begin with, Jim. Come on now.
We know that's not the case. So, I mean, explain to us the reasons why it's gone so terribly wrong.
Well, so I think there's 2 core reasons. One is the fact that I'm playing 3 campaigns at the same time. That like I'm going through them quickly, and I'm not doing a lot of critical thinking when it comes to breaking down, analyzing, and sort of deconstructing the game. 2, because we did so many sort of core changes to the rule set, 2 key ones being the limitation on exploration ships, like just the fact that we did that, removing. So for those who are not ever watching this game before, we had a limitation on 3 large exploration freighters and or survey ships. That was a hard limit on the number of ships that were available for survey ships. Okay. Removing that as a limitation dramatically changed the sort of return on investment in investing in survey ships and or freighters. And in the past, it was always around the dilemma and the decisions around how you're going to spend your money. So certain strategies were proven to be successful, which were you max out on exploration ships early, and then you over-index on research, by example. And that particular strategy is not as successful in an environment where you can explore with a limitless number of exploration ships. In addition to that, in Robin's campaign specifically, the fact that the planets were not contested, meaning they were not sort of independent factions that you needed to diplomatically negotiate with or conquer, you could literally just discover them and they became part of your supply network. That little mechanic dramatically leveraged, like exponentially leveraged the amount that you could explore and the return on that exploration. So like it just exponentially increased the reward on that feature. So those 2 components together, I think, dramatically improve things for certain players in the game versus me. And I think the in Daniel's game, that piece is also at play, in addition to the fact that I've just happened to be unlucky, as is proven statistically in the table we showed today's live stream. I just happen to be unlucky with regards to some of those rolls. And because I'm rolling so few exploration rolls relative to the other players because they're maxing out on their exploration ships, it's just hitting me extra hard. I think I can course correct on that and certainly recover, but because I've been playing 3 campaigns at once and sort of distracted, I haven't been as quick to respond to that specific input, perhaps, than if I was just playing 1 game at a time, Mm-hmm. Long-winded answer to say I suck as a player, and that's why I suck.
I just think, the size of the map has had a massive impact as well.
For sure.
I mean, it seemed the way you and Terry particularly were playing was, you're expecting to bump into somebody about 7 or 8 hexes away, and that's clearly not the case in this campaign. So.
Well, there's definitely a risk aversion component to it. But so now, by example, let's say in Splintered Will, being able to being able to check the what do you want to call it? So I've been building up the Hydran faction in Splintered Will in a certain way to be responsive and reactive to an external threat. I've encountered what could be an external threat, i.e. the Romulans, and I've clearly communicated that I'm going to war next turn and I'm going to attack them. So if I do that and I start dealing with them, my supply network and infrastructure, I'll be able to test it and prove it and see how effective it is. And so either I'm going to be good at that and my investment, my early indexing investment in that infrastructure will pay off, or it won't. When it comes to the Borak, I mean, right now I'm dealing with a slight kind of problem, which is the
Space sharks.
yeah, those space sharks are legitimately a hard opponent to fight, a hard monster to fight. So I'm just dealing with that.
Surprised, and I admire the fact that you have not used your mulligan.
I'm not gonna pussy out. Fuck that.
I mean, we do. When you kill something like that, you do get an RNG boost. But hitting something like that, or the gravity lens, something, one of those really tough monsters early on, can just completely screw over how your empire builds. For me, I didn't get survey ships until I hit Whitetech as the ISC.
Gotcha.
I got the straight, baby.
I got the flush.
Oh, that beats the straight.
Yes, he did.
So
Yes, he did.
that's the reason why I'm in the same boat as you are, Tony. I'm down there towards the bottom of the pack. I just wasn't going to invest in substandard survey vectors. I was going to invest more in infrastructure until I had better ships. Now, 4 or 5 of the darn boogers going out the different directions to survey. And I'm pushing the older stuff and the stuff that doesn't work as well back towards my areas to clean up my sectors that I'm looking to explore now. Now, in Terry's game, completely different thing. My problem is the Carnivons don't have tugs for a while.
Ah, yes.
I need tugs. Tuggy tug, 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 tugs. I have to do everything with convoys for a while.
Dirty convoys. Dirty convoys.
Dirty, dirty convoys. I may actually go and try and do everything with 3 military transports as soon as I get them, or theater transports.
Wow.
Well, they'll be able to move at speed. They can do the job that I need them to do, so why not?
I apologize, Mayhem. Welcome to the show, so to speak. The ridiculous poker game that I'm losing, like everything else in this community. I just suck. So funny. Poker is just not working for me today, obviously.
Oh, come on, I did have a straight flush.
A straight flush is a pretty sweet deal. But to be honest, like you had a straight flush. Petty had the higher flush than I did because he had the 6 as the kicker, not the 5. And I was. Straight flush, though, is pretty sweet.
Yes, it was.
That's like, I want to say that's the 4th highest hand, isn't it? Or something like that. It's like there's a flush.
Royal flush is the only thing that's better than that.
Right.
Straight flush. Okay, yeah. 4 of a kind beats that though, right?
Nope. Straight flush is only under the royal flush.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yep.
Indubitably.
Bully. I didn't win, obviously.
Don't think I did either. Oh, nice. Good show there, Petty.
Thank you. I was open-ended from the flop.
Curses.
We just need to get somebody else in here so I can take their money too.
Yeah, of
That-
course. Well, I'm very interested to see how the game's going to evolve. Splintered Will is going to be fun, kicking the crap out of the Romulans and seeing how that whole intelligence system works out. And then I'm really curious to see what's going to happen with my space sharks.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see how you deal with those little boogers. I do think it is a smart idea that you've got with the white tugs to save or attempt saves on the white cruisers when they get crippled. I'd talk to Daniel and maybe move some prime teams around if the prime teams could make an adjustment to the white tugs rescue attempt, just to further cut down the ability
Yeah.
of
Sneaky.
the space
Nice play. Yeah.
from nibbling on your, increasing their size at your expense of white cruisers.
Yeah, I don't have the ability to get any prime teams there in place. However, I do have this turn. I'll have 3 tugs and a YCC and the 6.
Prime teams fly. Prime teams fly. You say I want them from here to there. You don't have to move the ship. I thought they just moved from there to wherever you wanted them to be reassigned to.
No, they have to. They're like any other unit. They have to strap move. Like they either strap move or they go on a ship and move with the ship, just like a diplomatic team or an R&D team. And I don't have any prime teams available at this time, so I'm just hoping that my command cruiser, 6 YCAs, and tugs will be able to do the business.
Shenanigans. Roly-poly shenanigans.
What? Why are you guys pulling out of my good hand?
Well, going back to like you said about the role playing and the aspect of that game, for me, I know that the Gorn are not the most powerful race to start the game with, but my role playing is my Gorn, they are smug. They make up for their lack of combat ability with just sheer bravado.
Absolutely, and why not?
And my penchant for being the magpie of the group is being fed by roleplay that I'm doing.
No way.
Well, I do believe that, he probably will have the best franchise in the whole game with Kentucky Fried Peruvians.
Oh, I thought it was Kentucky Fried Gorn chicken taste,
Hey man, Pravens or Gorn, it's like either the prehistoric chicken or the more modern chicken. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Your choice.
Correct.
Yeah, they all make good boots.
What are you playing with? Would be a pocket pair.
I don't know what you're talking about. I just know that I'm going to destroy you hands down.
Now, Mayhem, you going to join us in some poker so I can win some money off of you?
No.
Yeah. Mayhem, you're probably on your phone, I bet.
Shirt that says
No, I'm on a laptop.
Oh, laptop. Okay, right on. This is all fake money, FYI.
Oh, I knew that was going to be the
Yes.
case. I knew you had a pocket pair.
You knew it, and yet you still put your money in. I appreciate
I
it.
know. I had like 2 pair on the table. It's
It's all right. I apologize. Until now, I had not been using the best tool that I have, my mouth, to be able to get you to give me your money. So it's all right. There's so many ways that is totally inappropriate / double entendre. But here we are, and I'm still taking all your money. Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You enjoy yourselves. You got pocket aces?
Damn.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Yeah. Thank you. Finally got my money back.
I'll have to take my money off of both of you again.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, let me get some more music playing here.
Oh, there we
Ah,
go.
another
There we go.
victim. Another victim.
Booyaka.
Well, how come Smitty's not in here playing? He's the military guy.
Yeah, I don't think Smitty's ever really been much of a pokery person. Have you, Smitty?
Only when my life's on one. And then I make sure that my bets are about as close to a surefire thing as possible.
So that's gambling in general, not just cards.
Take your pick. I mean, I've walked the middle of a minefield to complete a mission without even thinking about it. But
How many of us
I'm-
here are ex-military? Mayhem, are you military?
Previous military. Yeah.
Yeah, you're retired. What was your service? Like your
Air
branch?
Force.
Sorry,
I was
missed
in
that.
the Air Force.
Air Force? Okay, so you're Air Force. I was Navy. Smitty was Army. What about you, Petty? Did you do any service?
No, I wanted to be a Marine, but it didn't happen.
These military veterans are all just salty in the mouth.
yes. Although I'm trying to keep it PG for this game. Or for right now, at least, anyway.
That's very noble of you.
I know. It's hard, man.
I thought the latest narrative piece about the Great Pekka and then Pekka Khan and then the name of Pekka Khan's son was very good.
Yes, your double entendres are without equal. That is for sure.
Well, little Pekka was just such a brilliant opportunity. I couldn't miss it. You know?
Well, you could. You
It's very
could've.
generous of you to write autobiographies like that, but you know.
You could have, Jim, but you chose not to.
Oh dear, terrible. I just hit the quarter button, that's all. That was a pretty good hand to start with.
I had a pair of 8s and a pair of 5s. Damn it! Should have won that.
Well, the
You
flush
gotta
would have
get
taken
up
you
it.
out.
Well, I was going to say I had a 5 in hand. I'd have had triples. Would have had a hard time getting away from it.
King high flush is a great hand. Jesus. All these jokers slash jacks.
Flash Jack.
So above and beyond our Star Trek game, is there any other games that anybody's excited about? Like computer games or anything in the near future? I know I'm waiting on that. What is the name of that? What is it? Oh, I'm gonna have to pull it up here. Hold on. Oh yeah, I'll just show it on the screen here. What is the name of it? Wish list. Falling Frontier. That's the one I'm waiting on. Falling Frontier.
Is it a space one? Is it
Yeah, it's an RTS and strategy game. So it's a tactical ship-to-ship combat simulator, sort of in the same vein, but not quite as 3D as was it Homeworld? And it's got a strategic level gameplay as well. So turn-based strategic gameplay, real-time strategy, tactical gameplay with ships. I think that's the way it's going to work out. But it looks really cool. It looks really cool.
Yeah, it does sound like a cool game.
Miracone?
And it's being published, or created rather, by a developer in Australia. And from what I understand, he's a one-man show. He outsources elements of the game, but other than that, he does it all himself. And so, it's looking pretty good.
All right, man. Love you. See, the trick to maintaining a balance in the marital penitentiary system is you have to convince them. Good, she's out. All right, it's safe.
That wasn't very beneficial, gentlemen. I need more investment in the hand.
Well, the Gorn are very good poker players.
That's true. You can smell a good hand. Obviously, I got to stop betting hard. I just need to be reasonable about it all.
Yeah, Tony. I don't see that one happening.
All in? Are you kidding me? Jim, come on now. I don't think this is going to work out for you, though. I got a full house. 9s over 7s.
There you go. Big
Wow. You know what they say, the sun shines on a dog's behind at least once a day.
No, once in its life.
Hey man, I've been eating my fair share of crap sandwiches for the first part of this game and in other games that we're playing, so I'll take every little bit of sunshine I can get. What to do about this, eh? So I know Smitty didn't appreciate my Wolfman, and I was listening to it later. I didn't like it either. It wasn't energetic enough. There wasn't enough to it, you know what I mean?
I'm sorry, it was your Snoop Dogg that was sorely lacking.
Oh, you liked the Wolfman, you didn't like the Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, to be fair, I mean, me trying to be Snoop Dogg, I mean, that's a stretch, right?
Well, I mean, you're opening yourself up to a bunch of bald jokes, but I mean,
A bunch of bald jokes. I wear my baldhood proud as can be.
Yeah.
Looks like I won that.
Close.
Jim, I'm so glad that we could rebalance the universe. I feel like things are aligned once again. You're going to help me get to 10K. Well, this is definitely a live stream that is not getting a ton of viewership, but hopefully everybody who is catching us is enjoying the show to some degree. And hopefully you guys are having a good time.
I'm enjoying it. This is my first invite to play poker, so.
Yeah. See, if only we could do it with I like playing poker with not a like just some kind of buy-in, like $5, $10, whatever it is, just a small amount, just so that
Correct.
it's not, you don't feel that you can just endlessly piss away your pot, you know,
Yep.
and it just puts some degree of stakes on the game. Obviously, it's not like a big amount, but it's like if you, excuse me, when you win the game at the end of it, you have something to go home with, you know?
Yes. Yep.
Buy some beer for the next time or whatever it is, right?
Our poker nights were always a $10 buy-in. $10. Have about 7, 8, 9 people at the table. You know, it makes for a.
We did that. We'd have a $10 buy-in and a $5 buy back in if you wanted to buy back in after you got taken out early, so that it encouraged people to keep playing.
Yes.
And it was worthwhile. But if you were, you know, if you were silly enough to go all in on something and just get taken out early, whoever it was who took all your chips, like you're just giving them more tools to kick your butt later.
Absolutely.
All right. Let's see what we got.
What are you doing on 55, Lon? You should definitely just throw it all in, unless you've got a really useless hand.
He just doesn't feel that he's going to be able to win the hand. That's all. No big deal.
I'm actually paying more attention to the football game.
Football game. There you go. Who's playing?
LSU and Alabama.
Oh, college ball. Okay.
You know, the football that doesn't count.
I thought that was the CFL.
Nah, well, yeah.
CFL is like one step below college ball, I feel like, even though it's pro.
Central America has a football team? What?
Oh my God, you bastard. You have the audacity.
Yeah, I do. Huevos grande, mi associate. Huevos grande. Yes, I do. I'm very blue.
No. It's like, is it worthwhile spending a third of the pot to lose that? Oh, did you have the straight? You did.
Yes, he did. I figured it too. I had 2 pairs.
The problem
But I
is
knew
with
it.
Jim is that he bluffs so much. Like, I can never actually trust if he's got a hand or not. It's like, if there's a possibility he has a hand, sometimes he just bluffs for the, you know, S and G's of it all. It's just like, oh my God.
Well, you know, on the odd occasion, I do actually catch you out quite wickedly with that, don't I? So
Yeah,
you
because
just
you're
take it.
so unpredictable. Curse you. Those damn kids too. So Mayhem, hopefully you will enjoy the 4X glass that is on its way to you.
Oh, I'm sure I will. Thank you.
Oh, damn it. Oh, I got it.
That you did.
Pair of threes with a queen high? Interesting. Okay. Oh, but you had the straight, Mayhem. Nice.
Yes, I did.
Very, very nice. Get it on the last card. That's good. The river. Nicely done. coming back from $55. That is awesome.
Thank you.
Oh, we gotta be watching out for you now.
That you, Tom?
Yeah. Down.
I'm gonna back out of that. Thank you very much. I had a whole bunch squat and jack.
Yeah. I didn't even have jack to go with squat.
Nice.
There are threes and jack. Nice.
Well, the jacks and nines were more than enough to win everything there. Woo! Look at them aces. Oh, wow.
I reckon full house there somehow.
Somebody's got something good there.
It's funny if they both got full house. Full house. Nice game.
Nice hand.
Thank you.
A bluff. A good one, though.
Total bluff.
The pair of sevens just wasn't going to call it.
Did kind of late on strong there.
Oh, am I gonna? Yeah, there we go. Sorry. So sorry. I am starting. Oh, it won't let me do it. Why not? Hardware and code not available in use. Close subscribe.
So I got you piece and choose every time.
All right, could you grab me a spoon and a fork, please? Thank you.
Versus. Oh, hello. Hello. No, thank you. Sorry. Distracted. My mistakes. Too many of them. Recently. Oh, look, we have another viewer joining us. I have a feeling the time zone change has caused some confusion because for those of us who live in a jurisdiction where we change the clocks, tonight is the night. It is 7:15 on the Pacific Coast, and we will be changing the clocks back 1 hour at 2 o'clock in the morning, which is why we started at 6, because that was 2 o'clock in the morning UK time, which is when the clocks would turn back. To celebrate Guy Fawkes Day.
My 3 cats have been shivering all day when the fireworks have gone off. And
Have they been thinking
around.
about what it's like for a big bomb to go off?
Well, they're all around me all day, so I mean, and one of them doesn't normally come staying around very often. So
Is it chilly
Night.
in the UK right now?
it is. It is.
Let's see what
It's saying it's 9 degrees at the moment, which yeah. I don't
9
like
degrees
9
Celsius? Are you a Celsius person or a Fahrenheit person?
Celsius. I used to be Fahrenheit when I was very young.
You've joined the rest of the world in the metric system. Congratulations.
Yeah, some of us, we like our freedom units.
Freedom units. I mean, freedom. Luddite.
Units.
Pick your adjective, whatever.
Freedom units, man. They're freedom units.
Honestly, like I'm surprised because science, which the U.S. Excels at, right? Like, to be fair, the U.S. is the scientific leader in the world, and you would think that would be rationale enough for the U.S. to lead the way in the appropriate system of measurement, but instead you abide by freedom units as opposed to the metric system. Bring it, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see what you got, Mayhem. Let's see what you got. My king's kill.
Damn.
That's the power of me.
Super ace high, I thought was good enough, but really not. Fire back in.
You just got to have the right pair.
That's what she said.
Was that something
Fair
about
enough.
steel and steel? Wasn't that balls of steel?
I just think about brass balls. Always be selling. Or,
No,
sorry,
gotta be-
always be
gotta be
closing. ABCs.
It'll be iron.
That was, Glengarry Glen Ross, great play. The movie was better. Alec Baldwin's scene, which isn't in the original play, in the movie, is the most quintessential scene of that work of theater.
First of all, there was a mistake in that sentence that you made.
I said always be selling, or what does I say? It's supposed to be
Yeah,
ABCs, always be closing.
Adam Baldwin.
Oh, does Alec Baldwin? Sorry, excuse me, Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin. Doesn't matter.
Alec.
It's Baldwin. Alec, Adam.
So here's
Baldwin.
here's a question for you. Speaking of Alec Baldwin, so I have no experience with revolvers at all. Like, I've got a lot of firearm experience with like MP5s, AR style rifles, shotguns, Sig Sauers. Oh, really? Okay. So I have no experience with revolvers, but the whole thing about him shooting the director of photography on set, that I always thought was weird, in the sense that if I understood the mechanics of a revolver, it's like there's no question about it. Alec Baldwin was at fault, and certainly Alec Baldwin, as I understood it, as it's been explained in the media, he never, in his life as an actor, seemed to exercise any kind of like common sense gun safety. Like, you don't lase people with a loaded weapon, regardless right? Like you always treat your weapon as if it's loaded, as if it's got live rounds in it. You bastard, Mayhem. That was excellent. Good job.
Thank you.
So that whole thing about him cocking the hammer back, letting it go and it going off, like, as I understood it, that was garbage. And yet, like, and this is now like a year plus afterwards, I'm seeing video of people with revolver weapons having the revolver go off. Like they cock the hammer back and it goes all the way. Like it doesn't have any of that. If I understood, there's two different cocking points in a revolver. Like you cock the hammer back and it's the safety, and then you cock it back further and it's fully cocked. And you can't make that hammer go forward unless you pull the trigger. The only exception would be is if the mechanical functions inside the revolver were somehow degraded or worn out or something, whatever it is. And then that way it would slip forward.
Some of the revolvers, you can, especially with the guys who used to do the quick fire stuff, plus in the Old West, you could pull the trigger and hold it down to get that first shot off, and then you could fan the hammer, and it would never go back to a cock position. It would just, you fan it back and slam it forward, and that's how you could get a lot of rounds out real fast.
But Alec Baldwin's claim is that he never touched the trigger. And assuming that is the case, like the normal operation of a revolver would indicate that just can't happen. But I've literally seen video of guys with their finger on the trigger guard, so not on the trigger, and they're cocking the hammer back. They let go, and the gun goes off, and they're at the range, and it's like, what the fuck is happening? And the explanation, as I've heard it described in these videos, and they're not related to the Alec Baldwin stuff at all. They're completely independent. But the explanation I've heard is that the whatever that mechanical pin or whatever it is inside the revolver is worn to the point that it doesn't catch. And so when you cock it back, it doesn't hold itself in position. It just slams forward enough to be able to let the round go off. And that's crazy.
It's called going off half cocked.
It like literally, like not joking, right? Like that's legit.
No, I'm not joking. That's where the term came from. If you cock the pistol back halfway and you bump it, it will go off.
So is it reasonable? And again, this is from the perspective of a guy who has a lot of experience with firearms in general, no experience with revolvers at all. Is it reasonable that weapon could have gone off, knowing it's a stage prop, right? Like it's a real weapon, stage weapon, that it could have done that? And if it did do that, whose fault is that? Is it the fault of the actor who didn't exercise proper gun safety?
It's the armorer's fault because it wasn't supposed to have been loaded in the first place.
Well, no doubt. But like I feel like there's two faults there. One obviously is live rounds on the set, period. Boom. But second thing is the fact that the weapon was so deteriorated or worn out that it wouldn't cock properly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he shouldn't have been playing with it without checking if it was loaded or
like
not.
That's the first thing. Anytime, this is like 101 gun safety. Someone hands you a weapon, you check it right off the bat. Clear. Cock it, or like put the action forward, load the magazine, like that kind of thing. Or if it's a revolver, you're checking the chambers to make sure that it's a live round or not, or like you're verifying, visually confirming what it is you have in your hand.
Exactly.
But I don't understand how like a 60-year-old actor never got taught that basic gun safety in his entire career. It's like either he is incompetent when it comes to, and it's not the first time he's used firearms. Like he's used firearms in many, like Hunt for Red October. Hello, like Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
He's a narcissistic nincompoop.
Yeah, he got too full of himself. He doesn't have to follow the rules like everybody else.
That I mean, and don't get me wrong, I am sure that he was emotionally distraught. Like there's pictures of him on set after the initial firing. He's like on the phone freaking out and like obviously in emotional distress. about what happened. But I just
Well,
feel
I
like
think that's more emotional distress about how is it going to affect him adding Alec Baldwin, not, oh, I just blew someone away.
well, at that point, I don't know that she was that she was found to be dead yet. Like I think she died in hospital, if memory serves. Like she died in the hospital as they were trying to address the wound. But you're right. I mean, like it could have been he was worried about himself rather than others. Who knows? Who knows what happened on that phone call? Whoever it was he called. But I just can't understand how you are around guns in any way, shape, or form, and you don't conduct what is considered to be like just basic gun safety stuff. Like if you want me to point the gun at you because you're the director and you're looking for a shot, okay, that is reasonable. But as an actor, if I receive a weapon, I visually confirm what it is that I have, right? Like I do that first. If you're handing me a magazine full of bullets, let's say it's a something like a Sig Sauer or a Glock or something with a magazine, right? Maybe it's reasonable, maybe it's not, that I empty the magazine and visually confirm all those rounds, right? Maybe that's an unreasonable expectation. But certainly, I'm going to visually inspect the magazine. So the first 1 or 2 rounds that I can see on the top of the magazine, are they blanks or are they live rounds? Because certainly someone had to feed that into the magazine, right? The armorer, by example. So I'm going to visually confirm I have blanks in my magazine. Load. Put the action forward, load the magazine. My weapon is at the load, right? Rack the action. Now I have a round in the magazine or in the chamber. My weapon is at the ready. And then I can do what it is I want to do with it. But like, if you don't do that basic stuff, like holy crap.
I've done this a million times. I'm a professional actor. I know how to handle weapons.
See, that's the thing. Like, it doesn't matter if it's your millionth time or your first time. You always do gun safety. Like,
Absolutely.
But not if narcissists, not if that kind of thing. You know, the rules don't apply to you.
I look at like Keanu Reeves when I watch that footage of Keanu and Halle Berry doing like range trials or whatever it was, time trials on the range with I think it was a shotgun, and I think he might have gone through a number of different weapons, but he's doing like a time trial where he's going through obstacles and shooting stuff. And I just watch how he handles the weapon, like how he conducts himself. He inspects the weapon upon receipt of the weapon. Like that is exactly how you want a professional to deal with weapons, period. And it's just like, watch that happen, and it's amazing. And you watch that guy do what he does, and he's a consummate professional. And I just can't imagine how that doesn't happen on all sets. It's just crazy.
That is Keanu Reeves and Halle Berry, and they are, you know, look at the the 3 personalities.
Sure.
You know, I would trust those 2 with a gun near me before I would have trusted Alec Baldwin with a gun anywhere near.
Well, to be fair, I don't know anything about I don't know anything about Halle Berry as an actress, or an actor, I should say, and how professional she is or isn't, other than she's an Academy Award winner, right? And Keanu, all I know about him, other than his movies, is that, you know, from what I've heard, he's an angel on set. Like he just does everything he can to make the experience great for everybody else. So with that said, I don't know anything about Alec Baldwin either. Like I don't know anything about him being on set, whether he's a jerk or nice or whatever. I just know that he's done a lot of work with Steve Martin on the comedy side, and I have a lot of respect for Steve Martin. So I would expect that Alec Baldwin is a good guy, like as far as like his ability to be a professional. But then again, you hear stories like, I think there was one incident on an airplane where he like refused to turn off his phone prior to takeoff because, I don't know, he was saying something, doing something. He was being a
He was
jerk.
playing Words with Friends, and it was more important for him to play Words with Friends.
It's just weird.
I
But
remember that.
regardless, I mean, I'm not raising this on a live stream to crap on Baldwin. I thought that was a weird thing. That's all.
It's along the lines of in the United States, there are rules for thee, but not for me. And he is someone who benefits from that. And that's my opinion. Opinions are like buttholes. Everybody's got one. They all stink.
Yeah,
And
for sure, for sure.
take it for what it's worth.
Oh my God, you got a 10. You got the straight. That's nice. That's nice.
Thanks, and I'm not even playing. That's how damn good I am.
Man, Mayhem, you went from like $55 to over 3,000. That's epic. Congratulations. That's phenomenal. Remind me never to play real poker with you. I will lose all my money.
I did spend 17 years in the Air Force, so.
And that's fair because you
come
guys
on.
just sit on your ass all the time and all you do is play cards, right?
Yeah, well, the plane's flying.
Isn't a real poker, man.
It's so funny, like in Canada, I don't know what it's like in the U.S., but in Canada we make fun of the chair force all the time because all they do is sit on their asses and play cards or whatever. It's funny because Air Force folks, whenever they go anywhere, it's always like they're staying in nice hotels and this and that or whatever, versus like staying in the barracks here and there and everywhere. There's this perception, whether it's true or not, that the Air Force always gets the Gucci everything. Like they get the best treatment wherever they go, whatever they're doing. Like I say, I don't know how legit that really is or not, but that's that's what's out there. Whereas it's like between the Navy and the Army, I think we jab each other pretty hard this way and every way, and we're always poking fun of each other. It's funny when we're at sea in Navy ships. You're always standing various watches. Your watches are like 4 hours, and typically something like a 1 in 3. Something like a 1 in 3. You never get 8 hours sleep. But for pilots, Air Force pilots, they have to have 8 hours uninterrupted sleep. Those little pansies. And so it's always a point of contention that the pilots always get their 8 hours and everybody else is like, working their tail off, never getting a full night's
The
sleep.
Army helicopter pilots are the same way.
And don't get me wrong, it's totally legit
so
in the
are
sense of like air safety is a thing.
The drone operators were the same way too when I was in.
Really?
They had to have those 8 hours.
Well, I suppose if you're operating a weapon system on an aircraft, that makes sense. You don't want to screw up and somehow lose the aircraft, which is like many millions, potentially $1 billion, depending on the aircraft. So
it was always nice to provide advanced early warning kind of services to those guys because then, they always. You deploy to the middle of nowhere, and the first people that would always have showers built for them would be the chair force, the Army helicopter pilots.
Thank you.
They would have the best food, or at least better than the Army stuff. Unless, of course, we were allowed to go scrounge, in which case ours was pretty decent.
Well, so I don't know if it's like this in the U.S. Navy, but when you're going through any kind of training exercise, there's always like in the middle of the night at some point they'll run a drill. So like it's an emergency stations of some type, like it's a man overboard, a fire, a flood, whatever, right? And they'll run these exercises. But whenever you have air crew on board or like an air det on board and there's pilots, you know that there's going to be an 8-hour stretch where they won't get interrupted in their sleep. So whenever they're sleeping, you got to make sure you get your Z's because that that they'll be able to get their 8 hours so you can get your 8 hours at the same time. Otherwise, you're screwed. Whenever there's an air det on board, the emergency drill always happens at like 7 o'clock in the morning or 2200 and nothing in between. Who's got the flush, baby? I think Tony's got the flush.
Oh, you've got a
Show it
flush
to us.
art.
Show it to us. Show it to us, Petty. Show us what you got. Show us. Do it. No.
Oh man, I won that. Damn it. Son of a-
Oh no, you won it. You turkey. Jim, you great big old turkey, you.
He doesn't normally bluff, so he got me on that one.
Those Gorn, it's hard to read their faces.
Whereas the Pravians, they're just an open flock.
Yep.
I like flopping it. You know, that's all I
They're
have to
just
say.
flopping
Really?
around the universe.
Oh baby.
Hmm.
Oh baby.
All right, gentlemen. Well, I'm gonna bail on you guys.
All right.
Y'all take it easy.
Remind me, Smitty, where time zone wise, where are you in the time zone world?
Central.
Central.
Daniel and I are Central Time Zone.
Right, 9:30. Okay. Have a wonderful night, and we'll talk to you later.
All right.
Later on. Now I'm Eastern time zone, so that's easy.
Jesus, that's like 4 hours. Oh no, you're Eastern. Okay, not Atlantic. Okay, that's 3 hours. 3 hours. My folks live on the East Coast in our Atlantic time zone, so it's like 4 hours difference. It's like already midnight.
Yeah, it's like everybody I know outside of my state, they're all got their heaters turned on, and I've got my AC on right now.
Your AC?
Yep.
Jesus. Yeah,
Yep,
it's
it was
Thanks, Jim.
86 today.
it's cold enough to be able to have some heat on in the house. But being on the West Coast, it's like the best weather in Canada. You can't beat it. That's why I tell everybody who lives in the Great White North, you want to move to Victoria because it's not a traffic nightmare like Vancouver is, but you still get all the benefits of the weather, a slightly slower pace of life.
Yep.
And you get all the perks of living in a city. So it's nice. I like it. Can't complain. Garbage. Garbaggio. Oh, yeah. Wonder where that river would have been.
Wasn't helping me.
Yeah, today was one of them outside days where I was like, okay, gonna have to make sure the air's on inside because it was
Sticky.
it was stiflingly hot in this house when I walked in.
And this is your new house, right?
Yeah, this is staying with a friend. Yep.
Oh, it's a trap. Hey, man, if it wins, it wins.
Mm-hmm.
God, I'm losing. I had all this great money, and now I keep losing it. What's going on?
Well, Canadians are too nice when they play poker.
Apparently. Apparently. I gotta be more vicious. Really? 20? Okay, let's go. Let's go! Let's see what you got.
I see a bluff. Yep.
I mean, it's Jim, right? Like, that's par for the course. $205. Really?
Yep, I'm out of that one. Sorry.
Of course you're going all in. Let's see what you got.
Trips.
Trees. Damn, my
Yep.
two pair just didn't pull it off.
From the start.
Mm. Well, nicely done, Jim. Nicely done. You just robbed me of $1,000, bastard.
I was hoping to get petty as well then.
Yep. I wouldn't fall into that trap.
Just score it, yeah.
Callis Tabernacasti. Time to take it to the next level, gentlemen. Time to take it to the next level. Let's go. Oh, just me and Jim. Looky look. What we got? He's like, do I have the straight? Do I have it?
Yep. Somebody does now.
Damn. What do you got, Jim? What you got for me?
Well, running on a straight, so. Give me your money.
I'll take it. I got the high straight.
8 high straight.
Son of a bitch. Oh well.
Sorry.
It was a good white laugh.
I mean, like, I know
Easy-
you want
easy
it, but
go, easy go.
I got the better one of the bunch, so let's go. I'll take my $1,000 back, please, and thank you. Oh, God. Now I gotta set my sights on Petty and Mayhem. What? Whatever. I'm not going all in on a $10 hand. Goodness gracious. Someone's playing that hand? Okay, let's go. Oh, tell me there's a flush there. Tell me there's a flush. Ah. I mean, I want to say thank you, Mayhem, because you gave money to Jim, who's just going to give it to me. So thank you, but come on.
You know what they say. Early bird
No,
gets the worm.
I'm gonna take it back from you.
Oh, dear.
You never let one of those crazy guys get away with doing something like that.
That's
You-
true.
you-
Jim does
you
it all
go
the
after-
time, which is why it's so like crazy. Drives me nuts. He just does that.
I
shit.
love it because it throws everybody else's game off, and I just ignore it.
Well, there's no upside to that.
Let's
No.
do your dirty business. Let's do it. Oh, excuse me. Really? Okay. Curry Nines takes it. Nice.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'll take it. If it's in piecemeal, I'll take it.
It wasn't a big one.
I thought you were easily going to have the straight or the flush on that hand. Like I was just laughing my tail off. That was good.
Oh, 2:45 in the morning.
Oh my God. That's like halfway through your day, isn't it, Jim?
No, it's the beginning of the day, actually. You know, I'm a vampire. You know?
That's right. You don't do normal hours. Speaking of which, how's Paul and Dell these days? I haven't seen Dell in a dog's age. Or heard of Dell. Like, he hasn't been on the channel. What's going on with Dell? Have you chatted with him or talked to him or seen him?
Not in a while, no.
I was going to ask Paul, because, of course, Paul's our, for those who are watching the live stream, Paul's our CGI artist who does all the CGI stuff. I was curious on his thoughts about the new M3 hardware from Apple. Because the top-end laptop that they sell, granted expensive, it would seem as though that is a, like, rendering powerhouse for Blender and Photoshop. Like, or not Photoshop, Premiere Pro. So I'm thinking, or even DaVinci Resolve. So I think that would be like way like up his alley. I'm curious what he might have thought about it. No, thank you very much. I'm just not that confident in my hand. I had 10s, just not 10-8s. Good thing I folded. Yeah. Otherwise, you would have taken more money from me. You dirty snake, you. Dirty. So, gents, throw something else at me. What else you got sort of like percolating away? What kind of like cool ideas and or games? I've been playing a lot of Baldur's Gate recently. I've really enjoyed that game on the PS5.
Well, my group is generally playing Fortnite, and we're doing okay in that. It's a new map and season and stuff. So
I'm amazed that Fortnite's still going strong, to be honest.
So they've just gone back to some of the old stuff. I mean, I started playing it 3 years ago, and they've gone back to quite a lot of the old maps and the old graphic style and stuff. So it's an OG kind of like era.
And when you say OG, like Fortnite started like, I want to say it was like almost 10 years ago, right?
Way over that, yeah. But I mean, this is the stuff like they've gone back to the original graphics with some of the stuff that's been on the game for a while. So
let's see, when did Fortnite start? There's got to be a wiki on this thing.
Right, so 10 years ago. Or, no.
Is it 10 years ago?
Could be something like that, yeah.
Oh, no, it was developed in 2017.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I thought it was longer than that.
Yeah. So that means Ninja has only been a famous streamer since then, because Fortnite was his game. Like, that's how he came to be.
Good hand, Lon.
Hold on, I'm going to look at
Thanks.
Ninja. Ninja...
Me and one of my mates have been playing Age of Empires 2, but it keeps crashing on me at the moment. So, because we play number 1, number 2's just had an update, and it keeps just being so volatile. Yeah, you get a few weeks where you can play the game, and then a few weeks where it just doesn't want to know again.
So Ninja's been streaming for a long time, but like, when did he become popular? Because he signed that deal with Mixer? Is that what it was called? It was the oh my god, what was it called? It must have been Mixer. Was it Mixer? He signed that deal with Mixer, like $20 million, $30 million, or whatever it was. And then they went under. And due to his contract, he got paid out regardless. And then he just went right back to YouTube. YouTube and Twitch. YouTube being the better platform for live streaming. What do you think for everyone who's watching, the three of you who are watching on this live stream? I'm watching the live stream chat right now, and I don't see any of you chatting other than Petty and Jim. What do you think? What do you think is the most popular streaming platform? This is garbage. What are you doing with this hand, people? It's killing me. Killing me. What? Raising more? Jim. Oh my god. Not worth it. All right, Mayhem, Petty, Jim. What is the #1 merch item that you would like to see?
Hoodie.
Hoodie? Honestly, I'm all about hoodies. Bring it on.
Mouse pad.
No, you're not serious, are you?
Yeah.
You literally want to
One
see a
of-
mouse pad?
One of the good ones that's got a raised platform on it for your wrist.
So wait, you want like a mouse pad, or do you want like that neoprene thing where you put your keyboard, mouse, and everything on it?
Not just a mouse pad, but I mean, you can go the whole thing.
Mouse pad, really?
Damn. Good play.
Thank you. I was trying to
Anything I'm-
sucker you right in on that one.
Well, yeah, it's the only thing that would win, and I'm like, yeah, maybe not.
Well, mouse pads are cheap and they're relatively easy to get, and you can sell them.
Yeah.
And it'll increase, increase the store's traffic.
I guess I'm just thinking the shipping will cost more than the mouse pad. But yeah, whatever works.
Yeah, you can put it in an envelope and ship
Let's
it.
see here. I'll look up Shopify or Printify. Printify. Back to catalog. Yeah, leave. Oh, you bastard. Oh, it's still on me. No, thank you. No, thank you very much. Take it and go. Take it and go. Curses. Yeah. Do it. Yeah.
And
Nicely done. Okay, let's look at mouse pads.
Oh, it's mine. It's mine.
not
Mouse
mine.
pads. So you want one with a wrist guard on it, eh? You want
Oh,
like that
you son of a-
circular design?
Damn.
Yes.
Look at it. So Jim, I have
That's
a
a good
sense
point, guys.
of your body shape. Do you want like a big poofy one, or do you want one with a zip up in the middle, or what do you want for this hoodie?
Yeah, zip up in the middle. Yeah.
You want zip up in the middle? Okay.
Hmm?
Okay. God,
And
they're
2 pockets.
expensive.
Oh, it's just the two of us, huh?
What happened to Ma'am?
Yeah, I gotta get going. Gotta get some sleep.
Yeah, fair enough. You've got some other things on the go. All right,
Little
man. Well,
bit.
again, best of luck.
Lots of fun, guys.
Is your procedure a Monday?
Maybe it's scheduled for Tuesday, but they're trying to find an open OR for Monday so they can get me in a day early.
Okay. Well, our thoughts and prayers are with you. Best of luck, and I hope it all works out in the best possible way.
Oh, I'm sure it
Absolutely.
will. It's just the recovery process is going to be a pain. That's all.
Yeah, for sure. All right, man. Well, best of
All
luck.
right, guys. I'll see you later.
Ciao.
Thanks for all the
Later,
support.
Ron.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I feel like you got the flush here, Tony. Oh, I win it. Aces and kings.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a twofer.
I thought you were definitely gonna have the flush with the clubs. That's what I was worried about. Why can't I go for straight black? I just want a black hoodie for bloody sake. Come on now, give it to me. So you want a zip up, eh? Motherfuckers.
How much are we looking at?
That's a crap hand. Might as well fold it, Petty. I'm gonna fold it.
Yeah, I'll hang around. I'll definitely hang around now.
Now that Jim's in the house, he's gonna make it worth your while. See, why can't you just give me different colors? I just want different colors. Like, what can't you do that for me?
Hey, we'll let the bluff have it.
Unisex heavy
Yeah,
blend.
yeah, okay,
That's
bluff,
nice.
yeah,
I like
okay.
that. I like that.
No bluff going on there, dude.
No, sure wasn't. But I had bottom pair, so
Yeah.
Oh, right. There are other colors. Sweet. Start design.
Blick. Blick.
Oh, that is
Or
such
gru-
a
or grunt.
shit. Hey, oh, come on. That is such. Ah. Damn, I don't like this, but it looks bigger. Somebody joined us. Geostorm
George.
is in the house.
Hey-o!
Hey,
How's it going, guys?
I just
Not
want to let
bad,
you
I
know,
keep
Geo,
getting phoned by these two on podcast. So.
we are currently live streaming this little poker session. So just to let you know, in case you just don't want to say anything too crazy, slash if you
Going
want to say
out.
something really crazy.
It's going out to the millions of our viewers and the airwaves of everybody who's admiring your live stream and our games, right?
I don't know about admiring, but it's definitely out there in one way or another. But yes, it's out and about. It's doing its thing.
Oh, okay. So, how many people have checked in?
Really, it's just Jim and Petty for the most part. I have for the live stream today. We've been fluctuating between 2 and 4 concurrent live streaming people. So our current, we're at 2 right now, according to the data. But I'm assuming that's you and either Petty or Jim. So probably Petty and Jim. There might be one other person who's peeking in saying, who are these crazy people?
yep,
And they're probably saying something like, okay, boomer.
yep.
Because I qualify myself as being a Zennial / X millennial. But what is going on here? Oh, you are calling my yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna fold. I'm gonna go do my I'm gonna go pee. I'll be back.
Had me beat.
Right, bottom pair. Not great.
And knowing his like he's got pocket aces.
Yeah, mate.
So Gio, you going to join us and play some poker?
Nah.
Oh, come on now. We need somebody else to, bluff at us other than Jim.
I just thought I'd pop in and say, hey.
I even forgot tonight, and then I was just about to pop to bed, and I'm like, hello, it's a live stream going on. So I thought I'd join then.
Was there any discussion on the game in general, or is this just poker?
Yeah, no, a
and
little bit.
talking down?
We've been saying stuff about the game, so
Yep.
we're on.
Uh-oh.
Well, it sucks. Sucks for you.
Well. Oh, yep, it's over now.
Jesus, look at all
Yeah,
that.
it's just if you can beat my jack, that's what I'm saying. So
Flushy,
Yeah,
flush,
yeah.
flush.
There's one card higher than a jack.
All right, what do we look for? Who got it?
funny stuff.
Aces.
And Tony had that one, a bet with a heart in his hand.
Probably, yeah.
Mother truckers.
I thought I could steal that off of you if I said I was Jack.
When you guys were chatting after the live stream, I logged off because we had tickets to a murder mystery at a local winery.
Oh yeah.
We
Cool.
went there and had dinner, and the players came in and did their little skit, and we had some flights of wine and bought some bottles to bring home, and good time was had by all.
How much
Nice.
wine did you imbibe?
We go to this winery frequently, and we're in what they call the club, and the club just basically means every quarter you're going to buy 3 bottles of wine from them.
You're still muted.
Thank you.
It charges the credit card automatically, and usually on pickup days, which today was a pickup day, you just show up and get your 3 bottles that you already purchased. They have some type of event. It could be a party that they throw with food out, or this time it happened to be a murder mystery, and we just happened to pick up our wine also, and it's 3 bottles. And it's what we like, and it's red wine, and it's a cab. We eat that, we drink that with steak, so there's no preservatives in it because it's a local winery. And so we just like it. We've been going there for probably 15 years.
Hooray, I've taken the chip lead.
What?
have.
This is unacceptable. I must destroy.
So after that last move that Robin did, there were some major events that happened, so I had to go and change my future moves. So I did that before the live stream.
Your future moves. What is it that you're speaking of?
Well, I normally do 5 moves at a time and give him, but then he'll only do 2 on the board, and then I'll take a look at it. And others do it this way too, and I'll take a look at it and say, am I happy with those other 3 moves, or do I need to change them? And so I was setting up to strike the Tholians when one of my exploration cruisers that never finds anything found another Tholian base closer to my homeworld.
Another Tholian. Okay.
Yes. Tholian world, I should say. So this exploration cruiser had been missing on its rolls for the last 10 or 12. So instead of executing him like many of the other empires do, we gave him a stern talking to.
I had a
I
pair
gave
of tins.
That's funny.
Gave him a stern talking to and a strongly worded letter. So they went out and redoubled their efforts, and they found the Tholian base. So it's like, So I have to reverse some of my fleets to put them between that threat and the homeworld.
I think that's
And
hilarious.
then, one of my a random event, one of my medium planets got hit by an asteroid and reduced in size.
Oh wow, that's a
So-
rather profound event.
Oh, yeah, devastated it.
Jeez
I was like-
Louise.
Thank you very much. So I'll make some changes to my next couple moves.
Yeah, I had crap cards in that particular hand. I think I made the right choice.
It's quite gratifying that in Split Will, even though I'm way behind the pack of new players, the 6 new players that are in the game, beyond me, Bill, Tony, and Terry, are all doing better than me, and they've in some way been kind of trained or talked to me an awful lot, or been in one of my games, and so that's quite gratifying.
Are you saying that
Even though
I'm doing better than you?
No,
I thought I was mishearing you. I was like, I can't believe that he's saying that I'm doing better than him.
It was almost a compliment.
That's just crazy. What's going on?
Almost.
What's going on here?
me compliment somebody else. What's
I
going
know.
on
Like
there?
seriously, qu'est-ce qui arrive ici? Mon Dieu.
Tony, weren't you going to look for a beret to wear on your podcast?
You want me to wear a beret?
Yeah, didn't we talk about this previously? And you said you were going to look for a beret to wear on the podcast.
Watch when he comes back.
What? No.
I knew he was gonna do that. That was too funny.
Oh, I got a full house.
Oh, that sucks. Damn. Nice river there for you there, dude.
Yep. Well, I had it
That-
out of the gate
that
with the 2
before.
9s and the 2 pairs of the ace high. So
Yeah.
Well, I don't know where my
Rising.
beret is, but here's my cap. It doesn't
Is that your
quite-
your passing out uniform then?
Yeah, this is my old cap. It's funny, these days, you'll notice if you're ever looking at officers in the Royal Canadian Navy, they're wearing the Royal Navy cap. I don't know, it's become very popular to get the Royal Navy cap and wear it, as opposed to this, which is what was provided to us in the supply system.
Yeah.
But I had a beret here somewhere. I just don't know where I put it.
Yeah, we were talking about other people who wear berets and the proper way to wear a beret. And the
Oh
pros
yeah.
and cons.
Now I gotta find it. I'm just gonna fold this hand.
And we were saying, yeah, you need to wear that for one of the live streams.
So, as I understand it, there's a number of different styles of beret. It is the Belgian beret that is the standard amongst NATO armies. That is the most appropriate. And when you wear a Belgian style beret, you need to soak it and mold it to your head. And it has to be form-fitting. None of this freaking pillowcase on your head crap.
feel like losing $50.
Oh, I'm totally folding. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. I was looking for the straight. It never happened. All right. Let's see. How does it look? Seems a little high in the
So
middle
were
there.
you a captain or a lieutenant? Or
Lieutenant
a
Navy.
lieutenant? Don't you have lieutenant bars you can stick on that beret too?
Oh, in the Canadian Navy, you don't, or in the Commonwealth militaries, you don't put the bars like on the badge or anything.
Uh-huh.
That's not the way it works. You put your rank insignia on a different part of your uniform. So like,
More civilized way of doing things. You know, proper imperial manner.
So, for example, if I was wearing combat uniform, I would wear this slip-on somewhere like center mass or something like that. There'd be like a little flap that you would wear it on. That kind of thing.
I think you had to consider that beret for one of the podcasts.
I love my beret. Like, I love wearing a well-shaped beret. It's, it's good. Really?
I think that's...
No.
You had to consider that one time.
Well, I feel like I want to get a cat badge with the New World's logo and put it on a fresh beret, and then I can.
Oh, that would be good too. That would be good.
But like wearing like the one thing I can't stand as a military guy is looking at movies or videos or whatever where you see people wearing like pillowcases on their head, like they're a French chef or something. It's just
or
like
having it hang halfway down there.
Yeah, like it's like there's so much material. It's like way down there. It's like don't get me wrong. When they gave me my first beret, there was so much extra material. Like it really came down far. And you do the best with what you got. But I mean, at the end of the day, like you wear the beret. Like the Belgian beret, I think is sort of like the standard. Like that's the standard beret. You want to wear it over your left eye, and then the rest of it just folded over. It's hard to see on the screen there. It just doesn't look right. But anyways, that's the way she is. And you got that strong sort of like fold in the back here. Yeah. Say more. All right, what do we got here? We got this is the hand that I've been dealt. Sure, whatever. But I gotta admit, I was a big fan of Canada getting the executive curl back. I know there's all sorts of reasons why people get pissed off with that in Canada, but I liked having the executive curl. The only thing I would have liked more is to get the in between the bars. You would have colors depending on. Really? I won that? Okay. You would have colors depending on the branch. So if you're an executive, so I was a naval warfare officer, which is a part of the executive branch. So you get the black in between the bars. If you're medical, by example, you'd have red in between the bars. I think logistics was like a grayish, like kind of like a white gray. Marine engineer was purple. Combat system engineer was something else. I can't remember what that was. But there were different colors depending on your trade in the old school. But when we went back to the executive curl, it was just the same thing every time.
Why did people dislike the executive curl?
In the early 70s when the Canadian Forces unified, so there used to be, just like in the UK, there is the First Sea Lord, there is the, I don't know, Jim, what do they call the head of the army and the head of the Air Force in the UK?
Chief of the army
And the Air Marshal or something?
something like that, I think,
Yeah, so basically you have a head of each armed forces. Just like in the United States, you have the chief of staff for the Army, the Air Force, the Navy, and the Marines. So, and then you have the chief of staff, or the the chief of staff. Oh my God, I know the term. Why am I forgetting the term? It is the. Help me out, my American brethren. What is the name of the senior most military advisor to the president?
Oh, that would be the chief of staff, wouldn't it? Or
Joint Chiefs of
There's the Joint Chiefs, which are the chiefs of all the different branches of the armed forces, and then the head of the Joint Chiefs is what?
Oh man.
Like General Milley was the head of the Joint Chiefs.
It escapes me, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
the Canadian military back in the early 70s unified the armed forces under one central command. So instead of it being the head of the Navy, the head of the Army, the head of the Air Force, because we don't have Marines, they basically took all those 4-star positions and demoted them to 3-star positions. And then there was one 4-star position, which was the Chief of Defense Staff. And the Chief of Defense Staff was the only 4-star position in the Canadian Armed Forces. So the head of the Navy, or as we affectionately refer to as the Kraken, the Chief of the Royal Canadian Navy, CRCN, is known as the, so that's, like I say, we affectionately refer to them as the Kraken. And they are a 3-star position. And the CDS, or the Chief of Defense Staff, is the only 4-star position in the military, in the Canadian military. As opposed to the American Armed Forces, where there's multiple 4-star positions across various commands. And then, of course, the Chief of Defense Staff is a 4-star, and all the different members of the defense staff are 4 stars. So, you know, what are you going to do? What are you going to do except drink?
Get off that horrible hand I have.
I'm going to have another one of my Dino Sours.
A Dino Sour.
All right, let me give it to you straight. So this is, not that I'm endorsing any alcoholic beverages, but this is from the brewery known as Phillips. This is the Dino Sour, and for some reason I've been turned on to sours. They're lower slightly in alcoholic content, but they have quite a tangy flavor profile. This one...
Yeah, I've had... My wife and daughter really enjoy the sours. I think it's just beer gone bad. I'm sorry. Have never developed a taste for a sour.
No, I hear you. Like, I hear you. There is definitely, like, something about it. But, they're... Like, I like lagers.
Ready to lose some money?
Oh, that's how we're going to play it. Bring it, baby. Bring it. That's all I have to say. What, you're not going to go all in? I thought you were going to go all in. See, there you go. There you go. My 3 jacks are going to kick your tail, baby.
Yep.
Thank you for
right
thank
at the
you.
end.
Thank you for taking me over 10K. That's all I needed. To be fair, though, you had me beat until the river.
Yes.
And it was only your antagonizing that made me go that $100 to get the river. So, you know, you sow, you reap what you sow. Look at that. That's nice. And don't get me wrong, I don't like sours all the time, but I find that it's a good mix. Like, mix it in. You know what I mean?
Yep.
The other beverage I've been drinking this evening is the Phillips Cold Snap, which is a Kolsch, which is kind of like sort of like a blonde, kind of. Let's see.
Blondes are good.
What does Google have to say about Kolsch? Kolsch beer. Style of beer.
Nice man, Joe.
All right, let's read this bad boy. Kolsch, German pronunciation. Kohl is a style of beer originating in Cologne, Germany. It has an original gravity between 11 and 14 degrees. I don't give a shit about the history. Tell me about the flavor profile. That's all I care about. Hello. Type of beer was first called Kolsch in 1918, described as a beer that has been brewed in the Sooner Brewery since 1906, developed and similar to the Clatter variant white Kolsch dialect. This is not what I'm looking for. It's not really telling me anything. Anyways, it's kind of like a blonde beer. It's a light beer. I'm checking. Checking. I see Jim going all in. That is a bait. That is a bait, Jim. You're dropping 10 so that I'm going to raise you more, and then you're going to go all in on me, aren't you? Isn't that what you're going to do? Go all in. Go for it. I know what you're going to do.
So, just going to call you because you got 3 nines.
Oh, you just called me? Okay.
Oh, you got it on the river again.
Dang.
I didn't bet until the river.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, people. Come on. Why is it that when I get slightly more lubricated with the beverages that I start playing better? Is it because I'm more random and more and sort of harder to predict?
Not playing is tight when you loosen up like that.
Gotta loosen up. That's right. It's all about loosening. Really? All right, Jim. Let's go. Let's see what you got. What do you got, Jim? I got aces.
Yeah. I had dick. Be cool.
I appreciate it. Thank you for getting me to 13. It really helps. Magic number. All right, let's get back to this this stuff here. No, I'm not playing that game. I ain't playing that game. No way, homie.
It was just snowman.
All right, kiddos, I'm gonna show you something. Oh, that's totally whited out. I can't even do anything with that. Copy image. Can I? Excuse me. Yeah. All right. In our bubble chat, I'm putting in the white preview of what a New Worlds hoodie might look like. You let me know what you think.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I mean, I don't like the hoodie personally, but let's just save this for now. And I will go
Did
back.
you do it in some other color other than white?
Oh yeah, it comes in other colors. Let's see here. I want to do other colors. How do I show other colors? Somebody joined us. Is that Robin? It is Robin.
It is Robin.
Go, Robbins.
Ladies and
All
gentlemen,
right.
boys and girls, welcome to Robin, the one and only GM of Splintered Well. Robin, just so you know, we are on the live stream right now. We are live streaming our Bevies and Banter. So,
my ass in poker as usual.
yeah, you feel free to be as ridiculous as always.
And please join us. I'd like to win some money off of you.
Yeah, we're just playing poker. No money, no real money is exchanging hands. This is all fictional money. Just so everyone is clear.
Just for fun.
It's for S&Gs, as they say. Really? I won that? You guys are killing me.
Oh, it was cheap, so why not see the cards, right?
Right. Ooh, look at this. with new designs for this. Front left. Oh, it's
Let's
me
try that.
again? Let's do it.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Cool.
I can hear you. I like this hoodie better. I like this hoodie much better. Let's go back to... No! Ah, curses. Raise. Someone go all in?
That's all right.
Really? We haven't even had the flop yet.
Who's surprised that Jim went all in?
Jeez Louise.
I mean, you know balls to play.
You're killing me. You're not even like... There's no foreplay with you, Jim. You're just like all in all of a sudden. It's like, bite the pillow, baby, I'm going in dry. It's just unbelievable.
Oh yeah, but I have lube.
He thinks he's got lube.
It's proper lubrication. Yeah. Very oily.
Oily. You think oil is lubrication? That's half your problem right there, my friend. Oh, that's interesting. I like kind of the way that looks. I feel like, no, I definitely want to change that. Oh, sorry. I didn't realize it was on me. My apologies, everybody.
I just made it to you.
Yeah, I'm out of that one.
Yeah, let's do it. Bring it, baby. Oh, this one looks so much better. What do you think of this one instead? I feel like this looks better. Bam.
Not so keen on the black zipper.
Really? You don't like the black zipper? On a black hoodie, it won't matter.
Well, on a black hoodie, that's true.
I mean, it comes in black.
A white hoodie, it's not too good.
You don't like the white hoodie, black zipper? Really? Okay.
No, I don't.
We're kind of old school.
I don't like the white hoodie because it's got to get dirty.
That's true. I like white hoodie overall. Totally understand. I totally get it. I hear you.
And you know he's bluffing.
Who's bluffing?
Jim is bluffing.
I've got a good pair.
So do I.
I got a full house.
Oh, that beat my good pair.
Yeah. That beat my pair
Aces
as well.
over queen, bisnotches. Bring it. That just happened.
Lucky dog.
Ain't no barking about it, baby. This is what it looks like in black, FYI. What do you think?
I like that better than white.
I feel you. What
Has he
about...
still got a white collar on the inside?
No, I think that... I think that's just the way the image
Shopify work.
does it.
Yeah.
Like, for example,
Yeah, that looks a lot better.
let me show you green, because I know everyone's a big fan of hydrants. Well, maybe it is a white hood, like white on the inside. Because I'm looking at this picture, by example. Interesting. I wonder. So this is the... I wonder if it is white on the inside.
Looks like it is.
Yeah, it looks like it is, because this is the green hoodie.
Again with the black zipper.
Yeah, I hear you. But I mean, in a black, it wouldn't be terrible.
No, it wouldn't.
What other options we got here? Classic red shirt. We got a classic red shirt
Have
preview.
you got a fleece option for it?
Oh, so demanding. Stand by. Stand by.
Some people might call that high maintenance.
Some people might.
Some people.
I like this
No.
red one personally. What do you think about this red one? I mean, again, this is just a preview image. So like, you know.
They'll turn all my underwear pink.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Turn all your underwear pink.
Yeah, I'm
Now,
not so
if it
good
had-
with red.
It had a
You
red.
wash it all in the same thing? That's crazy.
No, my wife.
a
she
red
just
zipper.
stuffs
Aren't you
everything
guys
in the
like
washer.
50 or something? Come on, don't you know how to do laundry? You separate your colors from your whites.
How about Peckercon orange?
Yeah, perfect.
Ask and thou shalt receive. Here is Peckercon orange. There we go. Boom. Caution.
Looks very
Hazard ahead.
carnival.
You're giving back that alcohol you're drinking.
Bring it on, baby.
I'd have thought
I
your
don't know
colour would
which-
have been. Would have thought your colour would have been pink, Tony.
Me? Only a real man can wear pink, and I'll wear pink any day of the week.
Usually because my daughter paints it on my toes.
Oh, damn, I accidentally folded. I didn't mean to fold. Fudge. I was too busy focusing on this stupid thing. Tabernouche, mes amis. Tabernouche. Do you like just having the breast image, like the over your left chest, or do you want anything on the back?
Well,
Oh, I
mean,
thought it came.
back,
Thought it came
yeah.
with something on the back.
Okay, well, hold on. I'll put something on the back. Stand by. Stand by.
Thought it had it on the back and the front.
I'll give you something in the back.
Oh, 2 pair, dang.
I'll give you something in the back door.
Yeah,
Here
that
we go.
iced me out.
Yep. Off the flop. But the third heart kind of slowed me down.
Boom. There we go, yo. Don't be shy. Here we go with the flow. Terrible, 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 terrible. All right, here's the black version, just as a. I don't have a model modeling it. Come on now. Can we just put it on the? There we go. Can I just see the back? There we are.
The guy with all the money pays the least amount of attention.
Hey,
he's
what's up?
busy.
Sorry, I'm busy doing this thing for you. Jeez. So what do you think of the big New Worlds logo on the back like that?
Wow.
Is that
Yeah, I like that better than the smaller one. It pops.
yeah, that's on the back though. That's on the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that still pops. Yeah, yeah.
So do you
I
like
like
the
both. You know, the
Quick,
big
Tony,
one, the
get in.
other one on the white one is cool. So
Ah,
Sorry. I didn't fall for your ploy.
drat.
Come on, Tony. Come on. Can you just get in?
It was a terrible ploy. I had a Jack 10. My
It's
secret
just like-
ploy was to give you all my cash so I could get $1,000.
Now, see, Tony don't exactly have 15,863. It'd be more like 11,000 something if we converted it.
Even if it's converted, still more than you got, my friend. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, that was a good one.
I got this for days. I'm so rich, bitch. I can convert my money and still be richer than you. No, I'm kidding. But I'm not. All right. As Dave Chappelle would say, I'm rich, bitch. I gotta admit, man, I loved, and I still like. I just super enjoy Chappelle Show from back in the Comedy Central days.
Yes.
I just can't get enough of that. It's so good.
Do I'm rich with the Snoop Dogg accent that you had the other night.
I'm rich, bitch. Bizzle. I'm rich, Bizzle. I'm Rizzle Bizzle. Don't be shy. I'm just so
Zizzle McDizzle.
We need one of them flashing lights for Tony. There you go.
sorry. I'm literally going between screens here. My
Yep.
apologies, kind sir.
Hey, I want to
I'm
get back
publishing
my,
this. Oh,
Canadian dollars.
that's not the one I wanted. I'm publishing
we
the
got-
hoodie. I'm publishing the hoodie. It says it's available. Let's take a look. I'm gonna fold that hand just because it's garbage. Oh, it's there. It's just uploading the image. Oh, get back there. I had a 3-2. That was just a terrible hand for that. It's publishing. It's uploading images. It's taking a while. But apparently the hoodie is now live on the website. It's live, ladies and gentlemen. You can go there and check it out. Don't be shy. Say hi. Get yourself a copy. Order yourself one. It's good for you. It's uploading. Oh my god, it's 72.48 Canadian. Jesus. God, that's expensive.
That means it's like $100 American.
Other way around, more like $50.
Yeah, I know.
It's like
Ouch.
50 American,
I was-
60 euro.
I was just checking to see if he was paying attention.
£44.
If only Canadian dollars went that way, I would love it, but that's not the world we live in.
That's £44 in British money.
A full pound. Is that expensive for a hoodie?
That's
Yeah,
proper money.
That's proper money.
Proper money. I have no idea how expensive it is in the UK.
So a hoodie will cost you about 20 quid. But
Really?
I mean, I suppose it's like, yeah. I mean, I suppose it's a special one, so that's not too serious.
I mean,
It's the
there is
shipping that
there is
kills it.
shipping on top of that.
Yeah, it's shipping that kills it.
Seriously. But I mean, it is what it is. I'm gonna order one just for S&Gs and just see what it looks like. S&G is for all those who aren't following is shits and giggles. Thank you.
I thought this was PG.
The PG-13 content of our quality of our content has passed. We are now in the firmly adult content. Thank you.
Oh, it's past watershed.
It's that time of night. It's time to go rated R, baby. Bring out the Freddy Krueger knife fingers and everything else that's gonna happen.
Hey,
Really?
Wait, isn't it just gone for you?
No, I'm just gonna fold this hand. All right, I'll start focusing on the poker. I'm sorry. I was trying to create this thing for you. I was trying to do the thing that you would like. I'm so sorry. All right.
No, that's not even close to Doctor Strangelove. You got to try again.
Oh. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna pull up some Doctor Strangelove right now. Doctor Strangelove. There we go.
It's all about the preservation of our bodily fluids.
I don't want this. I want the trailer. I want clips.
Globally sourced parts. Assembled in the USA from globally
Hello?
sourced parts.
Hello, Dimitri.
Hello, Dimitri.
Listen, I can't hear too well. Do you suppose you could turn the music down just a little?
No, I want to turn it up.
Oh, that's much better.
Thank you.
No, that's the
Yes.
president. That's not strange.
Fine, I can hear you now, Dimitri. Clean and coming through fine.
Yes.
I'm coming through fine too, eh?
You are.
Good, then. Well, then,
You've watched that film way too many times.
I love it.
as you
Oh,
say,
it's
we're
one of my
both coming
favorites.
through fine.
Even
me,
my
Jack, feed
dog
me.
Well,
loves it.
it's good that you're fine then, and I'm
You're about
fine.
to
You're
lose.
fine and I'm fine. Yes. Yes. Oots, 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 oots.
Fast forward to the point where he's talking about the mine shaft gap.
All right, time to drink some more beverage. What is this? Why am I the only one playing this game? I must take more of your money, more of your petty funds. Haha.
I got some petty funds for you here.
Petty cash, petty cash. Bring it. You're like, how is this drunk bastard beating us? Come on, guys, pull it together.
Well, I was thinking about a really, really funny YouTube channel, and I was thinking about starting petty politics.
Oh yeah, petty politics. Okay.
Yep.
And what's the focus of the pettiness? Are we talking about every party, left, right, and center, or are we talking about any particular
every
position?
every petty thing in politics.
I gotta admit, I am disillusioned with the state of politics, north and south
Yep.
of the border.
Yes.
I find it, like I say, it's just disappointing. I was thinking, like in Canada, they have this in Parliament, in the Westminster model. They have a period of time in the legislative term where the opposition party can raise and bring forward legislation, and they vote on the legislation whether it passes or fails. And if I was a magnanimous government and I was trying to be proactive and productive and effective in government, if I was the prime minister, by example, the leading party with, let's say, a majority in government, I would reach out to the opposition party and see if we might be able to collaborate on some legislation that would be able to bring forward benefits for the population. But so if it worked out, for example, you could both claim a win, by example, to the public. And if it didn't work out, as the governing party, you could say, I reached out to the opposition, they gave me the stiff hands / pound sand, and nothing worked out. But you would come out looking good one way or the other, and you would be more effective overall in governing the country, right? That's my rationale. But I don't see any of that kind of stuff happening one way or the other in my country, and it's very disappointing.
Yeah, well, it's not any better down here. Our country takes 3 freaking weeks for the same party to pick who their leader is going to
I gotta admit that the car crash / gong show / clown car that is the Republican Party right now is laughable. And I speak of that as a Canadian watching from the outside, like the infighting and the ridiculousness that's happening inside just one party in the United States government is just like remarkable. And I'll admit, like there's factions within the Republican Party that are rational and reasonable, but it doesn't seem that they've got their hands on the wheel, and they're certainly not sort of directing what's happening. And it's sort of sad to think, like if you look back at, like who would you say as an American, who do you think is the most celebrated, most recent Republican president?
Reagan.
Ronald Reagan.
Right. So you look back at Reagan, and Reagan was, I mean, he had his faults and his flaws, for sure. Everyone does. But he was very reasoned, and I mean, there were some things that were a little out there, but I mean, generally speaking, he had some very practical policy proposals, right? And things that were rational and reasonable in the Reagan era are like crazy to think about today. And granted, I mean, like, I don't think of the 80s as being politically, from the spectrum perspective, I don't think them as being radically left or anything like that. I think of that as being very sort of normal, traditional, reasonable Republican / conservative policies. And yet today, they're like, I don't know that Ronald Reagan would be able to survive and or condone the Republican Party of today.
Correct.
And it's just weird. Like, it's weird to look at.
Well, also,
even
you have
Bush,
to remember that
George
Reagan,
W. and his father Bush. So what is it? 41 and what was it? 41 and 43? Yeah, 41 and 43. Like, both of those guys would look at the Republican Party of today and just shake their head, be like, "What is this? What is this?"
well, Reagan's advantage was he used to be a liberal, and then he changed sides. So he had a perspective of both.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And yet very rational, right? Like,
Yep.
or at least it seemed that way in his first term. A lot of arguments about whether he was suffering Alzheimer's later in his second term, but that being whatever it is, generally speaking, when he was elected, he was sharp as a nail and right on track with what he needed. Oh, Robin calls me. Damn.
Yeah.
You got it straight?
And,
No.
Bring it, baby. Straight takes it.
Yeah, nab it.
Am I going to get to 20K before the end of the night? Booyah.
If I keep giving money, yeah.
2 pairs is the best I've had all night. That's bad.
Fair.
Ow, cut my leg. Ow, ow, ow. My Kazintis are being a bit clawy.
Kazinis. Oh, speaking of which, these are all hungry Kazinis.
Oops, about to hit the microphone.
Oh, my Carnivon made a mess on the floor.
That's not good.
And I just let you out, too.
Terrible. Terrible. I'm going to have to punch out in about 12 minutes, FYI. I got to put some kids to bed.
not a problem. I figure it's best to go home without money while you still can.
Fair enough.
I've been trying to get at it, but because you got to remember, I'm still playing on my original $1,000 I joined in with at the very beginning.
There you go. That's better than I think all of us.
Oh, yeah. Definitely me. Jesus.
Oh, won that one.
And we're, what, 2.5 hours into this game?
Mm-hmm.
Same I had $50, right?
Let's just get this game over with.
That's all right, Robin. You could be like Mayhem. He had like $55 and came back to like 2,500.
Wow.
And that's back when like the highest pot was like $5,000. Or the highest chip leader was like $5,000.
I'm inspired. I'll go all in.
Full house.
Oh,
7s over 6s. Here we go.
7s over 6s for me too.
How about 7s over aces?
Oh, damn.
Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years.
Ouch.
Robin, killing it.
Too bad you didn't have any money to take advantage of it.
I know.
Did the best you could with what you had. That's good.
Well, the Carnivore mess is cleaned up.
Well, I was going to say, being in Central Florida, I got plenty of Gorn running around outside.
Kill them. Kill them all. Kill them now before they grow up and take over everything.
That's what we're going to try to do.
They get more mature, all of a sudden they get like big guns and powerful ships.
Space respirators.
I gotta admit, I don't know how I feel about Strange New Worlds' depiction of Gorn in their in the most recent season. Like I mean, I like it in the sense of like I like a more nimble interpretation of the Gorn. I like a more sort of modern interpretation of what the Gorn could and would be. Am I okay with it being basically a lizard xenomorph from Alien?
No, I'm not.
It feels kind of cheesy, but I'm willing to go with it for a bit. You know, like show me more.
So that's the artwork in your opening scene. What are the other races that are represented there? Is that the Riemann, or what is the one that comes right before them?
The opening scene, what are you referring to?
Where you're just talking about these, when you play your intro to the live stream, and it shows pictures of some of the aliens.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
well those are just AI generated images that I populated. So there's an image of a lizard-like creature, which is sort of Gornish, and there's an evil-looking creature, which is nondescript, and then there's a Federation-ish image of somebody, you know?
Okay.
Didn't it take like 18 tries to make sure that none of them had 6 fingers?
Yeah, depending on the iteration of the AI, it can be hard.
Oh, you had my other 6.
So sorry.
That goes by so fast, it's hard to get a good look at them. But they look good.
I'm doing what I can to hit the 20K, you know what I'm saying?
I'm doing what I can to help you hit that 20K.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
And I'm just
I'll be the
staying
best
around.
Elvis I can in appreciation.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm staying around about the same old for hours.
Really?
Too much.
Okay, well I'm gonna have to back out of that. Obviously, you had pocket 6s
Doggone it.
or pocket 2s, maybe. I don't know. King 6? Okay, 3 6s. Yeah, I had a King 10. Not quite the same. On that hand.
It got me a whole $20, so yay.
Well, you know, you do what you do.
Mm-hmm.
I would argue going all in that I'm that early would have scared away most folks.
I'm just training Eddie for that one time when he goes all in.
Yep.
I'll just follow that up and scare him. Hey.
I play some pretty steady poker.
Well, that sucks. Oh, hey, if you read what's underneath your number, it's different than what you think.
Underneath your number, what are you referring to?
So you know how you got like dollars, and then underneath it you can put your bet, and then underneath that it tells you what your hand is.
Yes.
I just realized that.
Oh, I see.
Because I was looking at it going, I ain't got shit. I mean, I got a pair of jacks. Then I read what it said underneath and said, I got a little bit more than a pair of jacks.
Yeah, you might have a 4 of a kind, 3 of a kind.
No. Oh, my liver. No, but I might have a straight.
Really? Okay.
Which was another $20. I'm not good at this game.
You'll get there. Just keep playing. More money.
Oh, I got a pair of 7s now.
Fold? Really? Okay.
Yeah. Not even gonna waste the time. I had a 2-3.
Oh, I had a 3-5. I could have beat you.
Everybody could have beat me. That's the thing.
Hey, what happened to Jim? I miss his wild antics.
Yeah, I think Jim is at the point where he's falling asleep / cuddling with his kitties.
Mm-hmm.
It's private time. It's Jim's private time.
Jim's private time.
This is the time of the night where we bring it down, get nice and close, and feel that fur in between our fingers. That's right, you know what I'm talking about. It's when we caress, rub, and stroke the kitty cat that we love so much. It might purr, it might do other things, but you might call it a, oh, damn you, God.
Did you fold too early?
I folded a straight, God damn it.
Man.
Ah, curses. But to be fair, I had the low straight, not the high straight. So.
Oh, I had the high straight.
Yeah, so it would have killed me. It would have killed me one way or the other.
Yep. We just split whatever money Tony put in. That was it.
Yeah, $5 maybe.
Dog, $5, yeah.
And that really wasn't even $5. That was probably only like $3 and like 84 cents.
Mm-hmm.
3 to 4, no big deal.
It might have been just over a pound.
Pound.
Hey,
Who uses money like that?
That is proper money.
I gotta admit, the English currency drives me crazy in the sense of it is the American currency, Canadian currency, most dollar systems that I know of run on a metric system, right? 10 cents, a dime, 10 dimes, a dollar, you know. But I don't know how the English system works.
Well, it's 1 pence, 5 pence.
1 pence is what? Is that like a penny?
Yeah.
And then 5 pence equals what?
A shilling.
So 5 pence is a nickel. Okay, shilling is a nickel.
Okay.
Next,
10 pence.
10 pence is a dime. Okay.
20 pence.
Oh, we don't have one of
So
those.
1/5 of
Yeah.
a pound is just 20 pence. Do you have a 20 pence piece?
Yep. And then we have a 50 pence piece, which is 10 shillings.
So you have a fifth, not a quarter, and then you have a 50-cent piece, okay, or a 50 shilling piece.
And then we have a pound coin. And then we have a £2 coin as well.
Oh, the £2 coin is the coolest.
Yeah, we have a toonie as well.
Come on, guys. That was a $40 pot. That's like the 5th $40 pot or below you giving me now. You're killing me.
You can win all the small pots you like. We're just gonna hold on to the big stuff. Is that okay?
I see that, yeah.
Now I do have a couple like very early '90s $2 bills that are in really good condition.
What does that mean?
Like with the being like the
What is the value
Early
of an early '90s $2 bill?
I meant early 1900s, like 1920s, 1930s.
Oh, okay. And
My bad.
do those have values?
Yeah, way more than $2. Yep, that's the thing about old money. If it's in good shape, it far exceeds its face value.
That's like my neighbor. She's in good shape and she far exceeds her face value.
Is that because she can take out her teeth?
She's old money. Mm.
Oh, look, it's that time. Okay. Last hand for me.
It's the weekend, man. Do like I did. Here you go, baby. Here's your iPad. Go to bed.
I gotta spend some time with my kiddos.
Oh, I did that earlier. It's overrated. I got her. Went to the BX and picked up a sheep that you put a little bottle in its mouth and it goes burp. Had to deal with her squealing laughter for 2 hours. She laughed. It burped. Oh my god. That's
It's good when kids do that kind of laugh, though.
oh Lord.
Wow.
Got a club?
Turned on it.
Anybody? Anybody club?
Is it higher than my club? Is the question.
Then my spade.
I want to see this.
I'm not looking for it. Oh, there's my spade, finally.
Oh, queen high flush. Nice.
Ooh.
Jim, what were you doing?
What a pair.
Oh my god.
With
Not
a
when you
looming
bet.
flush over your head.
Oh my god. Okay, one more hand, because that was just
One more,
such a
one
shitty
more
hand.
less crappy hand.
Oh, I couldn't join. Damn it.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
That was funny.
Where was it? There we go.
Oh, really?
Oh, like that. Just
That's how it's going to be, I
I'm
guess.
just making it exciting. That's all I'm doing.
Are you not going to go all in, Robin? Come on. $64, really?
Oh, I can now that I got this hand. Yes. Take that. Oh. Yeah, damn it.
That is my favourite hand, Robin. 7-2. I love it. Whenever I get that, I play it hard as well.
Come on, I'm so close to 20. Let's go to 20.
I couldn't get in. Oh, okay.
famous last words.
I barely got in.
I had a squeak in. I need some oil.
You need some oil. Yeah, that's right.
For lube.
Whatever works. Thick or thin, Jim will get it in.
Oh my.
Really? We haven't even dropped a flop yet. Come on. Oh my god, I can't do this. Oh my god.
You wanted to get to 20. This is it.
All right, fine. Here we go. Let's do it. I'm so screwed.
Oh, yeah. My hand. Woo!
Oh, I got a pair of twos.
I'm so
I got a
screwed.
pair of
I'm
twos and a pair of
so
jacks.
screwed.
Oh, Lord, you got lucky.
Oh.
Well, I just need a queen to drop then. Come on,
Come
queen.
on,
do
wheel
it, do it, queen. It's a
five.
queen, it's a queen. It's not a queen, damn it.
Oh, Jackson 9s. That'll do.
Oh, damn.
I
That
also
beats
have
my
Jackson 9s. Hopefully that'll work.
Ah, damn it. All in, Petty, all in.
Really? Jackson 9s, I get it. Okay, nice.
Damn it. I didn't do so good.
Oh.
Hey, got it.
Because I had the 5.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Well done, Tony.
thank you very
Well
much. I am done.
All right. Well, we'll see you
Night,
next
guys.
time.
Thanks for watching.
Oh,
Night.
one more here. We got to go all in.
That was good. That was good. Thank you very much,
Thanks
gentlemen.
for playing.
I am
Take
out
care.
for tonight. Ciao for now.
Be
Bye.
safe.